A Tale of Paper follows a character made entirely of paper called Line. Within this game, players take the role of Line, which can transform into different origami shapes. Each transformation comes with its own set of pros and cons. For instance, transforming into a frog will give you the ability to jump at great heights. Meanwhile, taking the form of a paper plane will give the character the ability to soar through the skies. Each level is said to have a narrative, free of text but unveils a heartfelt story. Players can expect to explore, complete challenges, solve puzzles, and escape the different environmental dangers that pop up within the world. CupHead caught quite a few players' eyes from the visuals alone. Inspired by the iconic early 1930s cartoons, developers Studio MDHR brought fans an impressive run-and-gun platformer experience. In the game, players followed CupHead and Mugman as they attempted to repay the debt owed to the devil. While the game launched in 2017, we've known that a DLC expansion has been in the works for quite some time. The delicious Last Course is an upcoming DLC pack that would bring players even more levels, boss battles, and a new playable character addition, Ms. Chalice. This game is known for delivering some thrilling and tough boss battles. We're expecting nothing less with the upcoming DLC, and hopefully, we'll be getting our hands on the content at some point this year. Now Shovel Knight will begin his descent into the ground, searching for Drill Knight, and Shovel Knight was released in 2014, and it became a huge hit. This classic 2D side-scrolling platform game threw players into 8-bit style gameplay. However, we have started to see more content added to the game over the years, such as various expansion campaigns. We now have a new title in the works called Shovel Knight Dig. For the most part, if you enjoy the original game and its line of campaigns, you'll likely get more of the same kind of content here. There's a brand new story where Drill Knight bursts into the scene and steals all of the precious loot Shovel Knight has collected. Now Shovel Knight will begin his descent into the ground, searching for Drill Knight and his nefarious gang. As you likely already expected, the upcoming installment will bring in new characters, locations, and even enemies as you progress through the campaign. Whoosh! Get ready to flee. Welcome to Running on Magic, a forced scroll platformer where a quirky wizard is being chased by a tireless Grim Reaper. Hurry through procedurally generated, mindfully drawn environments as you defeat unlike enemies. Don't let the Grim Reaper get to you. Planet of Lana is set within a beautiful and colorful fantasy world. In this game, you're taking the role of a young girl who is striving to save her planet after heartless machines invade it. Here, players are going through the planet to take out all the horrifying machines and restore harmony. This platformer is filled with hostile enemies and a slew of environmental puzzles to solve. It looks like players can expect this game to come out sometime within this year. The launch window still has this game pinned at coming sometime later this year. Will a mother fox, the last of its kind, be able to save its 3 little cubs? Experience what life would be like in a world ravaged by mankind through the eyes of the last fox on Earth in this eco-conscious adventure. Discover the destructive force of the human race, as it, day after day, corrupts, pollutes, and exploits the most precious and valuable resources of the natural environment. Explore Endling's 3D side-scrolling world and defend your cubs, 3 tiny and defenseless furballs. Feed them, watch them grow level after level, notice their unique personalities and fears, and most importantly, help them survive. Use the cover of night to stealthily guide your litter towards a safer place. Spend the day resting in an improvised shelter and plan your next movement carefully, since it could be the last for you and your pups. Help a small body save a head-like organism full of air from a leak that threatens its life. Explore their Metroidvania-style world and overcome challenging environmental puzzles to find the key to their head's survival. Sonzai is an innovative hand-drawn action RPG about life, magic, and relationships. Sonzai is the debut game by trailblazing video game duo Two Oddiodes, hailing from Kolkata, India, and published by New York-based CupHead Studios, Inc., taking place in a dynamic, living town filled with unique characters, each with their own lives and stories. The game embraces social links and relationship building that affect both the course of the story and the scope of the player's skill. Visceral character action combat with RPG mechanics means Sonzai brings customizable rune abilities and weapon loadouts to the table, thus accommodating vastly different fighting styles along with the game's more traditional life sim elements. The olli series has been around since 2014, and this year will be getting the third major installment. Olli World is another simple-to-play skateboarding platform game where players take to Radlandia. You'll pull off insane tricks, explore the area, compete for high scores, interact with characters, and complete side quests. Past installments have brought in quite a few fans as the gameplay controls were easy to learn. Replaced puts players into an alternative 1980s timeline where crime and greed thrive. Cyberpunk has become a way of life. Players are thrown into the role of an unwilling AI transferred into a human body. With the AI forced to live a new way of life, it's quickly realized that it's a tough and unforgiving existence to endure being a low-class citizen. Here, you'll find that everything in life comes with a price, and you'll need to navigate the corruption to make it through another day. Visually, the game looks like a cinematic pixel-filled experience, but we're left waiting on just when the developers will have this game put out into the marketplace.